Samford with 4 players on the right side of the screen as we get ready to go. Tap is controlled by the Bulldogs, and we are underway between the Owls of Kennesaw State and the Bulldogs of Samford.
Yeah, Kennesaw State lined up on that jump ball like they were ready to get back on defense and set that half-court defense strong early.
Cardette, Glover. Good ball movement here from Samford early, but it's got a single-digit shot clock now. It's down to 7. Glover, a fall away from 16, gets Samford scoring started.
Yeah, Bulldogs are very excited to have him back today. Second leading scorer in the SoCon. Quez Glover over 18 points per game and hitting that mid-range jumper on the tough pull-up after the Owls played a good almost 30 seconds of defense there.
Lineups for Kennesaw State's on the bottom of your screen. Chris Youngblood, we've already talked about. Spencer Rogers, certainly a big scoring threat as well for the Owls. Yes. Kennesaw State going to work here on this possession. As you get a look at Samford starting 5 as well. There's Rogers straight away. The triple is in.
Yeah, good kick out to the Rogers there, hitting the 3, shooting just over 30% for the season. So that's a shot the Bulldogs are going to have to face today. That they got to deny some of the more prolific three-point shooters for the Owls, and that may be open if Rogers is able to knock that down tonight.
Cardette off the screen from Marshall, got the switch, now wants to attack, but has it knocked away. Burton racing the other way against Glover, can't finish. Good job by Glover to stay straight up. And a whistle and a foul on the rebound is going to go against the Owls and Brandon Stroud.
Yeah, Glover did a good job getting back and contesting that shot, not giving up at the easy layup after it got poked away. Goes straight up with his arms, absorbs the contact, and good no call there by the officials.
So Stroud is the recipient of our first foul here this afternoon as Glover works it across the timeline with Marshall against a bit of pressure.
Yeah, just a little bit of faux pressure, make them take a little time. There's not quite as much time to run their offense on the other end with that little 3/4 court defense they played.
Glover lost in another good defensive play by the Owls. Burton got a hand in.
And the Owls are going to be playing tough man-to-man defense most of the night tonight. Samford's going to have to take care of the ball to get more shots up.
Youngblood pumps, steps into a mid-range jumper and hits.
Mid-range game on display early here on both sides for the teams. Not something you see that often in today's game.
Youngblood can hit that, shooting close to 50% from the field so far this year, and another Samford turnover. Owls racing back the other way. Youngblood scoops, can't finish, and a whistle and a foul is going to be on the floor against Samford.
Yeah, the Owls have come out with really active hands. They're just poking at that ball, whether you're dribbling or holding it. Samford's got to do a better job just taking control of that ball and being more careful with it.
Foul is going to go against Marshall for that little shove with his offhand. Off the baseline inbounds, a dangerous one that goes all the way back to Spencer Rogers. Good start on the road here for Kennesaw State. Spencer Rogers, the senior guard from Georgia, out front. A 3 ball from the right side is true. Brandon Stroud.
Really good shooting start for the Owls tonight, who are coming in with their highest scoring team they've had since they've become D1, averaging over 76 points per game right now for the Owls.
Offense has grown leaps and bounds for Amir Abdur-Rahim's club. This Owls team was not a good offensive team when he took over, but they've gotten better over the successive years as Glover gets to the rack.
Yeah, just a good one-on-one move by Glover there, taking advantage. The half-court defense has been pretty solid for the Owls so far, too, making the Bulldogs go deep into the shot clock when they haven't turned them over on the other end.
So Quez Glover, after missing the last 2 contests, has the first 4 for Samford tonight. Meanwhile, Kennesaw State's offense continues to look good. The baby hook for Damon Robinson. That's the Owls in front by a half dozen. Glover wants to attack off the bounce again. That's a tough follow away that doesn't go.
Yeah, that one there is a tough shot. You take it off the spin from about 15 feet, one leg, leaning back.
Rogers attacks, kicks to the corner, an open 3. Youngblood can't connect.
First miss of the game for the Owls, almost 4 minutes in.
Glover waiting for a bit of support. Kafis is supports. His 3 ball rattles in and out. And the Owls want to push back the other way. Rogers gets to the rim.
Yeah, so far Kennesaw State has complete control of this game, offensive end and defense, and making Samford take, tough shots on one end and getting the ball out fast for a quick shot on the other.
5 boards when these 2 teams matched up last year. Can't complete the three-point play. Rebound corralled by Youngblood. It's Kennesaw State by 6. A little more than 4 minutes gone so far from Birmingham. Out front, Kaysen Jennings into the contest for Kennesaw State. Jennings trying to get to the rim. That rolls off. But Jennings will have a trip to the line forthcoming, as the foul is going to go against A.J. Staten McCray.
Yeah, Jennings brings a lot of energy off the bench for the Owls, averaging over 8 points a game right now. He can come out and be explosive for them to keep the scoring going. For the Samford side, I think Coach Millen wasn't very happy with the defensive effort the first 4 minutes of the game. Switch out the whole rotation, getting that new 5 in there, see if they do a little better.
First free throw is off for Jennings. As the Owls will make a substitution. Jameer Moultrie checks in for the first time tonight. But a fresh 5, as you mentioned, on the floor for Samford. Jaden Campbell, Jaron Riley, Quinn Ritchie joins Staten McCray and Dye on the floor. As Jennings splits the pair. It's Kennesaw State by 7. 4.5 minutes gone. And quickly, Ritchie is spotted up for 3. It hits.
Spot up wide open in the corner. They tried to put that pressure on, and nobody got back to find Ritchie in the corner. That bucket enables Samford to set up in their press, try to get some pressure, make those inbound passes harder.
Owls almost turned it over, but now Rogers will walk it into the front court. As McCray taps it away, it was on the sideline. The Owls basketball, but good defense from A.J. Staten McCray, and you can see that heavily braced left knee. Good to see him back in action and showing a bit of agility. Good bit of defensive work there.
I'm sure the two Bulldogs playing for the first time tonight will have to get some breaks here and there, get their legs back under them, but it's good to see them back on the court, getting some action.
Zone look here from Samford. First time we've seen this tonight.
Yeah, they'll change it up every once in a while. They like to stay man-to-man most of the time, but got to get out and challenge the three-point shooters when you're in the zone.
Moultrie for 3, puts it in, and that's a 3 of 4 start from behind the arc for the Owls tonight.
Yeah, just like that, they're able to penetrate the zone, get into the middle, kick out 3. Got to cover that, hands up quick.
Same spot, same result for Quinn Ritchie, who's provided a jolt off the bench.
Well, that seems pretty easy for him right now. Just stand in that corner, teammate gets you the ball, knock it down.
Whistle and a foul off the basketball is going to go against Riley, I believe, who's contesting the catch from Nate Springs. But right now, Boyd Quinn Ritchie has found his happy spot on the floor.
Yeah, good to have those points coming off the bench and knock down 2 quick threes. Help get the Bulldogs back in this game quickly with those shots.
Two teams have combined to shoot 5 of 7 from beyond the arc here early. 3 makes for the Owls, 2 from Quinn Ritchie and Samford. Bulldogs back to man here in this half-court possession.
Yeah, I think they're going to switch it up till they find something that works. Because so far on the defensive end, hadn't worked. We got to stop that time though.
Staten McCray thought about attacking, instead circles back.
They got a mismatch on the inside if they can get it into Dye.
Dye's working hard now, does get the basketball off the right box.
Rogers was trying to call for the switchback. He's outsized inside.
Staten McCray got to the other side of the glass but couldn't finish.
Good move. He's probably got to feel that knee under him and make sure it feels right. I think he's going to get more comfortable as the game goes along.
Good defense by Dye. The poke away and the dive to the table. They can't save it. It'll be Kennesaw State basketball, but a standing ovation for the Samford bench who loves the hustle.
Well, that bench just gets so much deeper with those 2 guys back out there again. Bulldogs can play hard and have plenty of subs off the bench to help keep that energy high all game.
Dye will check out. Samford brings back Jacob Tryon and Jermaine Marshall. And goes back to zone with 17 seconds to shoot here for Kennesaw State. It's Moultrie and Jennings out front for the Owls. Directing traffic now with 7 to shoot. Rogers, a contested 3, scores it anyways.
Always the key to any zone you're playing. You got to find the 3-point shooters, and today they're just all lined up on the line. Got to get out there to the corner, keep rotating, hands high.
Early off the screen, turns it over. The pass across the floor didn't get to its intended targets. Another 3 ball from Rogers. This one was a heat check.
That was definitely a heat check 3. I was about to say it if you didn't. Pulled up from deep on that one. Probably should have gone a little further, got a better shot. Better look at the goal.
That extra pass really can drive. Marshall, Ritchie, same spot, 3 for 3.
They've looked just about the same every time he puts it up from that left corner. Nothing but net.
How about this from Quinn Ritchie? And a turnover in the backcourt forced by Marshall. Ritchie, another try. This one doesn't catch anything.
He moved out of the corner.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with Samford after Kason Jennings was on the baseline holding the basketball.
You know, Ritchie hadn't shot tons and tons of threes, but the ones he has shot, he's 50% on the season so far. So good start, 3 for 4. Gonna get a little break now. Let the rotation keep going. The defensive pressure can stay on for the Bulldogs. You know, one thing they've done good this year is turning people over. They lead the SoCon in that stat, forcing over 17 turnovers per game. But early in this one, the Owls have turned the table on that. They've been forcing the turnovers on the Bulldogs. Samford already with 5 turnovers, not even halfway through the first half.
It'll be Kafis to trigger. Glover steps into a 2. Can't get it to go, but an offensive rebound for Cardette, who's back in the game. Cardette with a tough take. Got it to the front of the rim, but that's it.
Yeah, aggressive take.
Rogers a good drive. Has it rejected by Cardette. And it's out of bounds, last touch by Rogers. How about the defensive work on the weak side from the freshman?
Yeah, Rogers was able to blow by Jermaine Marshall, but it had good help side rotation to get the block at the rim.
Rogers wanted to finger roll it at first and then saw the contest from Cardette coming.
A little too late.
Cardette with big size coming off the weak side at 6'6". Samford trying to get back within 1 score here. Cardette off the bounce again. This time got to the glass but couldn't finish. And Shamir Abdur-Rahim inherited.
And we talk about their hard schedule they played so far. So coming into this game today against Samford, who's 8-2, no intimidation there. They're very comfortable out here. They already played a lot of good teams. Their 3rd SoCon team of the season.
Well, one more SoCon opponent away from honorary SoCon membership at this point. Robinson off the pick and pop, fires, can't connect. On Robinson, another Alabama native. Off the mark from the left wing. Glover. Tryon, good extra pass. Cardette's open for 3.
You like to see that unselfish play. Takes an open 3, kicks it out to a more open one, and Cardette's able to knock it down.
So back to a 1-point game, 9 minutes in tonight. After an early blitz from the Owls, Samford has battled their way back in it. Good trap in the corner. Owls trying to get it across the timeline with 2 with 1. Youngblood just does get across but lost the basketball. Marshall, the first man to the deck, and a whistle and a foul is going to go against Kennesaw State.
And that's the Bulldogs' game plan. You know, it's not always about trapping full court, but it's just about putting pressure on, making you make the right play all the time, and every once in a while you're just going to slip up in situations like that because they're putting pressure on the Owls full court.
Foul goes against Armani Harris, his first, team's 4th. Just the 2nd turnover Samford's defense has forced so far tonight.
And you see what that 3-point line does out there. They were down 10 early and start knocking down a bunch of threes, shooting 67% for the 3-point line. All of a sudden, they're just down 1.
Marshall draws a double. Kafis off the bounce.
The Owls have switched it up and gone into a zone, which they hardly do either. Giving the Bulldogs a different look.
Nice hook from Tryon, and Samford has their first lead since 2-0.
Yeah, dribbled left, came back right with a baby hook. Nice shot from the 6'10" man inside.
First bucket for Jacob Tryon tonight. It's an 8-0 Samford spurt here. And a whistle and a foul along the sideline. It's going to go against Cardette Jr.
That'll be his 2nd, so he's probably going to get a little time on the bench.
Get another look at it here, and maybe just a half step late.
Yeah, got that leg over just a little bit on him as he's trying to drive by on the sideline there.
So Burton draws the whistle. A foul against Cardette is indeed his 2nd. He checks out as A.J. Staten McCray returns. Samford's got 1 more foul to give, 5 team fouls. So we approach the halfway point in this first half. Burton off the screen. Made a nice pass to a cutting Armani Harris. Kennesaw State's back in front.
Yeah, good decision. Playing aggressive to the goal. Had the help side come and had the kick off to the open man underneath.
Samford wastes no time with a response, and Jermaine Marshall That's not the first time tonight that Samford's been able to push the pace successfully against the Owls.
They'd like a lot of possessions in the game. Get those shots up fast. That's why at the beginning of the game, when that shot clock was going deep, the Bulldogs aren't used to playing that way all the time. They like getting the shots up quick if they can.
Samford coming into the night top 40 in the country in pace. According to Kempom, Kennesaw State plays at a more country average pace, but they can play at an up-tempo spot as well. Mid-range jumper good from Robinson. We go back and forth.
When you're shooting to these percentages, you don't necessarily have to get lots of possessions to score a lot of points, but it looks like that's what we're going to do tonight.
Cafe is his first make from beyond the arc. Samford has made 5 of 7 from deep to start the evening.
That week off for finals looks like it's good for the shots. Got those arms rested.
Some guys spent some time in the classroom and maybe some times on the shooting gun as well. Burton on the drive. His floater over Tryon is long. And the rebound is corralled inside by Tryon.
Yeah, Tryon didn't get a piece of that one, but still did a great job of affecting the shot at the rim just by being tall out there.
Oh, Quez Glover, my goodness.
That was a nasty crossover there. Just shook his man straight to the goal. Wide open layup at that point.
6 early for Glover. An ankle breaker gives Samford a 4-point advantage.
I'm guessing that means he's feeling perfectly fine out there now. He's
guess so.
Nice and healthy again.
What can the Owls do on this half-court possession? Burton off the high screen again. Couldn't get all the way inside, but he does draw the foul against Tryon, who's going to be called for the reach. So 2 free throws coming for the Owls. And let's get one more look at Quez Glover on this drive. That in out with the right hand is pretty.
Yeah, just had him jumping direction, just guessing which way Glover was going to go, and guessed wrong.
So at the line, shooting a pair, Terrell Burton Jr from Smyrna, Georgia. He started every contest so far this year for Kennesaw State. His high-arcing free throw is up and good. Owls will make a couple of changes. Samford will make wholesale here. Basically a 5-in, 5-out swap here for the Bulldogs. Burton's second free throw, good as well. Owls back within 2. 8 minutes to go till halftime as Riley brings it across for the Bulldogs.
Owls got to find a way to slow Samford scoring down. Got to guard everybody out of the three-point line, but also protect that rim.
First time we've seen Angel Smith tonight. He's in the game for Samford. His dive straightaway 3 is off the mark. Burton, another rack attack. High off the window, can't get it to go, and Angel Smith brings it down for the Bulldogs. Campbell, trying to find Ritchie, good job. Thanks, Eric.
When you're talking about 2 guys, you know, A.J. State McCray was all freshman last year in the SoCon, and you know, Bucky McMillan was raving about Logan Dias' work in the offseason, how much better he had gotten, and then they both go down right before the season starts. So Samford did a good job finding new people, finding new scorers, and starting off 8-2 this season without them.
3 ball for the right side is good from Jaden Campbell, his first make tonight.
Yeah, that's one of those new scorers they've developed since the start of the season, averaging over 10 points a game, shooting really good from the three-point line this season, almost 40% there. That's what Campbell likes to do. He'll sit out there and knock those down.
Campbell, the sophomore from Ontario, transferred in from Florida Southwestern. Shooting 36% from deep so far this year. Baseline cut and a finish inside from Brandon Stroud.
Yeah, Brandon's doing a great job of breaking down off that screen and breaking down the person that's coming over to help out, whoever's guarding the screener, blowing by them, and then finding the open man on the backside for the easy layup.
Eye off the handoff with Riley. 6 to shoot and a turnover. Really not on the same page with Angel Smith. Samford's offense has been efficient. They've gotten shots up, but that's now 6 turnovers for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they've slowed down the turnovers a little bit. They were at 5 with about 7 minutes into this game, so they went a good 5+ minutes without a turnover there, but definitely did that time on the same page like you said.
Owls have a chance to retie this contest. Terrell Burton once again off a high screen. Weaving, probing, kicking, Youngblood. Back iron, no. But an offensive board for Robinson. Another 3 ball on the way. This one from Stroud is long. And this time Glover is able to corral the miss.
Yeah, Samford's got the way to guard that ball screen better every time. Burton's getting through there, able to find open guys.
Logan Dye as easy as they come. Nice find from Campbell.
I don't think there's anybody more excited about being back on the court than Logan Dye tonight.
4 quick points for Logan Dye. His first time back. Samford's offense 7 of their last 8 from the floor. They've opened up a 5-point advantage with 5.5 till the break. Deep 3 on the way is off the mark that time from Rogers. 3 balls have stopped falling for the moment for the Owls. Campbell, another 3. Yes, sir. And Jaden Campbell having a great stint here off the bench over the last minute plus.
That's the difference in the game right now. Samford has not cooled off from the 3-pointer yet, and the Owls have in the last 5+ minutes.
Samford's largest lead of the night so far at 8. Rogers kicks to the corner, another 3. Youngblood off the mark again. And a whistle and a stoppage as Youngblood is going to get a flopping warning.
Did we get the leg kick in that corner trying to draw it on the defender?
I think that was the indication from Wesley Ford, our official on that far side. So no foul call, but a flop warning against Youngblood as Samford will make a change at the stoppage. Campbell out, A.J. State McCray back. And the Owls 3-point shooting. They started 3 of 4 for the night. They're now 1 for their last 7 from deep. Samford's offense hasn't cooled off at all. North of 60% so far this evening. Cafis off a screen from Marshall. Marshall from the corner fires. Off the mark, Cardette on the glass, so is Staten McCray. But a turnover into the backcourt as Glover will go retreat it.
Yeah, good hustle by Staten McCray. Got the turnover that time, but it's not one of the live ball turnovers that lead to a fast break. Get set up their defense now and be ready in the half court here.
Let's see where the Owls go here on this half court possession. Plenty of experienced scorers on the floors for Kennesaw State. Of course, the Owls 16th in all of college basketball in returning scoring production. Terrell Burton, the point guard, Youngblood, who we've already talked about, Rogers as well. Trio of leading scorers last year, all back this year. Burton got into the paint again. Rogers open again, and this time he hits.
Yeah, Burton's done a great job breaking people down on the dribble to find open players for the Owls, and that time they were able to knock down another 3.
Cafis spotted from the corner. That's a little bit long. Rebound brought down. Terrell Burton came into the night one of the best assisting point guards in the A-Sun. Over 4 a game, he's already got 4 assists already tonight. He's trapped in the deep corner here, but able to find Youngblood. Now the Owls can bring it across the timeline. Cardette, Staten McCray, Cafis, Glover, and Marshall, the 5 on the floor for Samford. Youngblood goes back door. Nice cut and a nice find from Nate Springs.
The Bulldogs like denying that wing, and when you're doing that, you can get overplayed and go back door on them, just like they did that time.
Marshall inside, a lot of contact, no whistle, he scores anyway. Burton turns the corner. There's the length of the baseline, now finds Youngblood again. This time Youngblood hits. Chris Youngblood came into the night 9th in the A-Sun in 3-point makes per game. He draws the Owls back within a pair.
Samford had been doing a pretty good job on Youngblood to this point.
Staten McCray with an answer. dropped off his defender and knocked down the step-back three, and that's going to be a foul against A.J. Staten McCray, and Samford is now over the foul limit. Free throw is coming for Kennesaw State. But this certainly an encouraging sign for Samford fans.
Yeah, good little, just a little baseline fake, one step back to the left and knock down the three. A little overexcited, get back on defense.
Fouling at Staten McCray is his second. So he'll check out. Jaden Campbell returns for the Bulldogs. 1-on-1 opportunity here for Terrell Burton.
I think the Bulldogs look at anything they can get out of Staten McCray and Die tonight's a little bit of a bonus. Weren't really expecting them back maybe for another week or so. So getting out there a little bit earlier tonight.
And if you had to pick a time to get healthy, week and a half before the start of conference play would certainly be a nice time. Burton's first free throw good as Brandon Stroud checks out. Isaiah Reddish checks in for the first time tonight here for the Owls. Burton, a 70% free throw shooter, knocks down both, and the Owls are back within 3. 2.5 minutes to go till halftime. What has been a high scoring and entertaining first 17+ minutes tonight.
Yeah, but a really fun game here so far. Good half-court, man-to-man offense running from both teams.
Campbell between his legs, gets to the painted area, can't finish. Got his own miss and scores.
Out of all the hot shooting tonight, those layups at the rim may be what the Bulldogs have shot worse so far tonight. So good to keep hustling after the offensive rebound and put it back in.
Burton wants to push the pace. Youngblood, a mid-range jumper, yes.
The Owls are happy to get Youngblood hot here in the last 4 minutes of the game. Knocked down 3 shots in a row.
9 for Youngblood, 11 for Rogers. Kennesaw State back within 3 again. As Campbell gets into the lane again, and this time earns a trip to the charity stripe.
Yeah, both teams are having a hard time keeping drivers out of the lane, and if the defense allows the offense to keep driving in the lane like that, it's just so much easier on the offense because there's options at that point. You know, whether you're scoring at the rim or help side rotation comes over, you're kicking out for open threes. You got to do a better job on the ball, keeping people out of the lane.
Foul on Isaiah Reddish is his first team 6th. So Kennesaw State out of fouls to give for the last 140 of this half. Jaden Campbell continues to provide Samford with good minutes off the bench tonight. Quinn Ritchie checks out. Angel Smith returns for Samford.
You know, Campbell started about 3 games for the Bulldogs early in the season and then rotated off to the bench, and it's really performed well since going to the bench. Being a spark plug off the bench, raised his scoring average in that position. Campbell's
got 9 so far tonight. As it'll be Bulldog basketball after Smith had it knocked away on the offensive glass. And Samford going to go offense for defense here as Smith checks out and Quinn Ritchie returns in short order.
You know, we talked a lot about Marshall's rebounding at the beginning of the game. Right now, only sitting on 1. Teams aren't missing enough shots for people to go get rebounds.
Kennesaw State?
Yeah, good problem to have when that's happening.
Whistle and a foul, and it's going to stay down here as the foul's going to go against the Owls. Foul's going to go against Reddish. That's his second. Free throw is coming for Samford. Based on what we saw, that looks to be an awfully tough call.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. Both of them just going for the ball. Looks like they both had hands on the ball. Referee must have thought he had an arm on Marshall's arm there going for the rebound.
So Reddish picks up a quick 2 fouls. Jermaine Marshall has a chance to extend Samford's advantage here at the free throw line. Front end of the 1-and-1 is a bit long. Rebound fought for, and it's going to stay down here. Samford basketball. So how about this? Samford doing a great job on the offensive glass so far tonight. Already 6 offensive rebounds, and this time, even though they don't corral the rebound, they earned yet another extra possession.
Well, you think 6 offensive rebounds on, or their 7th offensive rebound just happened, and that's on 11 misses. So they're getting their hands on that ball often when that shot goes up and it didn't go in for the Bulldogs.
This has been a long defensive possession here for Kennesaw State. Samford on top by 4, less than 90 seconds to go here in the half. Glover with 7 to shoot. Contested 3, got it to go. Tough take and make from Quez Glover. Samford's lead is 7. Burton throws the lob that's knocked away by Glover.
Wow, Glover just stopped the 1-on-3 by getting the hands on that lob that was going up. The Owls thought they had a dunk coming.
Burton, another nice baseline cut and a finish inside. Monty Harris, the second time he's done that tonight.
And you got to keep those ball handlers out.
Go along with Robinson. Glover walks it up the floor. Looks like Samford's not going to go 2 for 1 here as the Owls come out in a 1-3-1 half-court zone.
Yeah, give them a different look they haven't seen today down this last possession. Got to find the three-point shooters the way the ball's been falling tonight.
Kafis traveled. So a good call there by the Kennesaw State Owls defense.
Yeah, they weren't expecting that look. Had to figure out what was going on. Kafis thought he had Logan Dye in the middle, down low, and the defense slid over and took that away, caused that travel.
Shot clock turned off. Owls can have the final possession of the first half here. So far, the best offense of the night for Kennesaw State. It started and ended with the ball in Terrell Burton's hands.
He's made really good decisions off the dribble today.
And with 10 seconds left in the half, Kennesaw State will on their final possession of the first half. Game clock at 9 and rolling.
Here comes the high screen, Youngblood.
Rogers with 3, has to hoist. Off the mark, fly from beyond the arc.
That's nice to have. Those three-pointers just keep falling.
Owls 7 of 15 from deep so far tonight. Samford's first half-court possession flows through Kafis. Cardette straight away with 12. Cardette off the bounce, got to the rim and finished. That was tough.
Yeah, good finish to the rim. Defense rolled over, high hands, but he was strong through the contact and finished at the rim on the left side.
That's 5 points tonight for Cardette as Burton is fouled. That's going to go against Tryon. They are indeed going to say that Burton was trying to shoot that basketball. Hard to tell on that replay whether that was a shot or a pass.
If I'm Burton, I'm saying, yeah, it's a shot for sure.
Foul on Tryon is his second as Terrell Burton is back to the free throw line.
Just so quick, unable to stay in front of him on that press that time.
Tell you what, the Iowa State Cyclones have been one of the top 25 teams in the country this year. And 5'10" Terrell Burton gave them fits back in November. 21 points for Burton to start the year. He's averaging just shy of 10 a game, but north of 4 assists. He's already got 7 assists tonight. And he's 2 of 2 at the stripe here to make it a 2-point game again.
Yeah, didn't take his own shot very often in the first half, but man, he was setting up his teammates.
Good defense out front by Burton, pokes it away from Glover. Stay down here in front of the Samford bench, Samford basketball. Glover inbounds to Marshall. Cardette, ball fakes, Euro steps and scores.
I'm going to call that one an extended Euro step to the left around the defender trying to step up and take a charge. Smart move by Cardette.
And a tip pass in the backcourt by Marshall. Kafis ends up with a turnover. Cardette. Marshall thought about the 3, instead will reset everybody else. That's just the 4th turnover tonight for Kennesaw State. Samford trying to capitalize here in the front court. A whistle and a foul is going to go against Youngblood for not giving Quez Glover enough space.
Yeah, just kind of jumped up into him as the screen was coming, trying to force him back to the left, and right over that screen fast, got into his body too much.
Foul against Chris Youngblood is his second. Not a ton of foul trouble to speak of for either side here early in this second half.
And for as fast a pace we played in the first half, we didn't really get many fouls called.
Marshall trying to go up and under. Good defense inside. Better offense for Marshall. Stroud did a good job staying straight up, but Marshall finished anyway, and a whistle and a foul, I believe, is going to go against Cephas.
Yeah, got him with a hand check as they were rotating through there to the left. Again, with the kind of pressure the Bulldogs want to put on there, you're going to get that from time to time.
Now with the stationary inbounds for Stroud, who cannot run the baseline. Rogers able to bring it across, and now the Owls can set up the offense. Good first half for Spencer Rogers, already in double figures with 11. Burton against the bigger Cardettes is back to the free throw line.
Just been a problem all night. Problem all night for the Bulldogs, staying in front of Burton. A lot of quickness out there on the floor.
Foul against Wesley Cardette is his third.
You know, with the height and length that Cardette has on him, if he just hadn't gotten to his body, still maybe have been able to affect the shot from behind with that length.
Credit to Burton, though. The way he lowered the shoulder, kind of got around Cardette, and then kept him on his back as well.
Yep, got to know how to use that body that God gave you.
Cardette staying on the floor here, playing with 3 personal fouls, at least for the moment. Terrell Burton is now a perfect 8 of 8 at the stripe tonight. Samford on top of Kennesaw State by 4. As Quez Glover brings it into the front court for Samford. His post entry is picked off. Here comes Burton racing the other way.
Yeah, just a little bit of a lazy entry pass into the post there from Glover. Able to get that poked out, start the fast break on that live ball turnover.
Glover off the screen for 3 is off the mark. Rebound corralled by Rogers. The Owls want to push again. Youngblood to the corner. Extra pass, Rogers. Just a bit short. Glover attacking off the bounce this time. Score it and 1 for Quez Glover. How about that take?
Yeah, good, strong, aggressive take to the goal. He got turned around as the contact happened, still able to flip that in with the wrist from underneath the goal. It's just good knowledge of where you are on the floor to be able to turn and still flip that up and in.
Right into the body of Brandon Stroud, who's called for his 3rd personal foul.
I don't think he liked the turnover he had the time before that led to that layup. He's got it pretty aggressive after that in the next couple possessions.
Glover's free throw off the mark. So Quez Glover has 11 tonight in 17 minutes. Samford's lead is 4. Owls looking for more here from Rogers. Pick and pop with Stroud. Youngblood open along the baseline, but before the 3 went in, he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, he ran off a double screen on the baseline, just got a little far out on that 3-point line. You know, the 3-point line doesn't leave a lot of space between it and the sideline there. On his step to get ready to shoot, touch that baseline right there.
Just barely with that heel, it looked like. Good call from the official, who is right on top of it. And the Owls back to zone here on this possession. Gurley and Campbell out front here for the Samford offense, along with A.J. Staten McCray. Marshall at the high post. His floater was blocked, he got it back. Now wants to attack and go up and under. Kicks, McCray, shorts. And a whistle and a foul as Robinson was trying to come down with a rebound. And it's gonna go against Logan Dye in a technical foul. Make it a double technical foul. Looks like it was assessed a moment later.
A little talking still going on. It better just separate and calm it down at this point after the tech's already been called on each one.
So Dye called for the loose ball foul. Let's get there first. That's a tough call against Dye.
Yeah, he's the one that got getting pushed in the stomach there.
So Jermaine Marshall has been assessed a technical foul. Terrell Burton has been assessed a technical foul as well.
So basically ends up to 3 fouls in 1 possession.
The foul on Dye is his first. So Marshall checks out. Burton stays on the floor.
That's what we get for talking about a pretty clean first half when it came to that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden we get 3 fouls in 1 possession.
Burton makes the catch, 3-on-2 here for the Owls. Stroud up and under, couldn't finish. 4 minutes into the second half, Kafis pumped, thought about it. Trying to get it inside to Dye instead of cunning A.J. Staten-McCray.
Well, again, against that zone, that's what you want to do. You want to hit it in the middle. Samford's been able to get there the last 2 possessions. This time they finished at the rim when Marshall wasn't able to the time before.
Rogers in and out on his 3, but Stroud corrals the long rebound. Lost his footing, but not possession of the basketball.
Got lucky tossing that ball out as he was falling down right into Burton's lap.
Shot clock at 10 and a whistle. Early whistles against Samford, just 3 against Kennesaw State. Samford will come out in the zone here out of the media timeouts. Burton out front with Kason Jennings. Burton off the bounce. Jennings is open. Passed up the 3, instead takes a 2 and hits.
Good shot by Jennings. Been a little quiet here this afternoon so far. Able to get in the game here in the second half off the bench.
Yeah, that's the first field goal make for Kason Jennings, who came into the night averaging north of 8 points a game. Logan Dye with a post touch. Dye spins again. How about the footwork from Logan Dye?
Couple fakes here and there, getting the man off bounds. Good little baby hook there in the middle. Again, the Owls are in a little zone themselves there. Get the ball in the middle, down low. Dye's able to finish at the rim. 1-on-1.
At this rate, it might be first to 85 wins. Whistle and a foul inside, really, I think is going to draw the whistle. He was caught up with the much taller Nate Springs.
Yeah, just trying to bump him out so he didn't get it right there on the block. I'd rather him earn it at the free throw line than giving him a layup at the goal.
And really is going to check out after picking up his 3rd personal foul. Quez Glover returns for Samford. Nate Springs, the redshirt junior, originally from Charlotte, transferred into this Kennesaw State program from Ohio. Just 4 of 8 at the line so far this year. Make it 4 of 9, but an offensive board for Youngblood, who was blocked on his way back up, but got it back.
Good hustle for Youngblood to get in there and get an offensive rebound. The Owls have not been on the offensive glass very often tonight. Able to get it that time.
He's going to stay down here with Kennesaw State. Youngblood might have caught a break. Looked like it might have been off his hip last.
Yeah, I agree with you. I thought it got tipped right off his hip there.
Burton crosses over, step back, 16 feet, yes sir.
Everything working for Burton tonight. Didn't blow by that time, had to step back instead.
Make it a double-figure scoring night for Terrell Burton, his 6th of the year. He's got 10, the Owls back within 4.
At 10 points, 7 assists, only 1 turnover for Burton, as much as he's had the ball in his hand tonight.
Dye off the pump, spins, off the window, no. A rebound for the Owls and a free break here for Jennings and a jam.
That's what their coach was talking about at halftime. Getting out on the fast break, get some of those easy buckets.
2-point game, 13.5 minutes to go. Glover, mid-range, yes.
They're sticking in the zone, but that zone has that soft middle. Samford's able to exploit it that time.
Springs a nice tall target in the front court, and now Kennesaw State can set it up. Burton rejects the screen. Jennings was open for 3, but he also stepped out of bounds.
It's just something you got to be careful about. That extended line that the men play off of, it just only leaves a couple feet over there. If you step back to set up your shot, you can step on that line easy on the sideline.
Owls are going to make a change, and they'll trade out big men. Damon Robinson, junior from Montgomery, Alabama, checks back in for Nate Springs. Quinn Ritchie has also returned for Samford. So the Owls back to man-to-man. Dye surveys, now goes to work with his back to the bucket. Spinning against Robinson, scores.
Soft touch, got the soft roll off the rim.
Youngblood in transition from the corner, no. Rebound inside Robinson. And he's going to the free throw line after being held by Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell's having a hard time boxing out the big man down low that time. Robinson was able to get in there for the offensive rebound. Owls are doing a better job on that side of the glass in the second half, giving themselves more opportunities.
Seems like Kennesaw State has also done a pretty nice job, make or miss, of pushing it up the floor quickly with 1 or 2 passes.
Trying to get it down before Samford get that half-court defense set as often as they can.
Just the first foul on Campbell as Jermaine Marshall returns for Cafis. On Robinson, transferred into Kennesaw State from Murray State. His first free throw is off the mark. Owls have shot 12 free throws tonight, 9 of 12. Samford just 1 of 5 from the stripe.
You see Coach McMillan identified that offensive rebound is starting to become a problem. Put Marshall back in there, his best rebounder, to help clean that up.
Campbell straight away, connects. 10 makes from deep tonight for this Samford offense, and they've got their largest lead of the contest right now at 9. But a runaway for Youngblood. He's packed at the rim by Dye.
Raheem says he particularly appreciates noting to us that players often hear things differently when it's coming from peer to peer rather than coach to peer. And so this is a player that is one of the leaders and one of the strong characters that's building a good culture here for the Kennesaw State Owls.
Right on cue, he gets to the rim and scores again to get Kennesaw State back within 7. And almost had a turnover right in front of us. Instead, it'll stay down here with Samford.
Must have heard us talking about him. He was wanting to give you something on film there.
But this is what Burton's been doing all night long, getting into the paint, creating for others. This time he creates for himself.
Yeah, Bulldogs haven't been able to find anybody that can stay in front of Burton tonight so far. Just breaking them down on the dribble.
Wes Glover runs the show for Samford. It's Glover, Dye, Marshall, Ritchie, and Campbell on the floor for the Bulldogs. As a whistle on a foul is going to be a reach called against Brandon Stroud. And I believe that is personal foul number 4 against the Atlanta native.
Yeah, only one that has any kind of foul trouble for the Owls, but big man's going to have to go out now with Stroud.
Tried to give the thumbs up to the bench, but he was overruled.
Probably a little early to be playing with 4 fouls. Coach may want you in there a little later in the game.
So Monty Harris is back, and Harris immediately has to contest with Dye inside. Dye goes up strong, a lot of contact, but no whistle in there. Moultrie has it taken away. His pocket picked by Campbell.
Campbell did a good job getting back there to stop that fast break that time for the Bulldogs. Oh, if Marshall had held that just a second longer, had Campbell cutting down the lane. Instead, had to kick out the Dye to reset the offense.
Glover and Dye, high screen and roll here with 12 to shoot. Glover trying to break down Rogers over. The shot is no good, and rebound corralled by Kennesaw State.
Yeah, good one-on-one defense that time for Rogers. Stayed on Quez Glover, kept him in front. Got a hand in his face when he pulled up for 3.
Burton's 3-pack iron, no. That's about the only thing he hasn't done tonight. Ritchie will try for 3. Yes, sir.
That is what he has been doing tonight. His 4-3 of the night after hitting 3 quick ones in the first half.
Quinn Ritchie found a home in the left corner in the first half. This time, the right wing is good for him.
Keep knocking him down like that. Ritchie's going to see his minutes keep going up a little bit here as we get close to conference play.
Quinn Ritchie played 10 and 11 minutes, respectively, the last 2 contests. He's already played 11 minutes tonight. And he has 4 of the 11 makes from beyond the arc for this Samford offense, which has opened up its first double-digit lead this evening. Kennesaw State's offense has been good on this end of the floor. It's been the defensive end of the floor that has been their concern for most of the night. Single-digit shot clock here. Robinson, yes.
Yeah, Robinson able to bang in to try on. Got the size advantage there on the girth and was able to push him back just a little bit to get the open shot at the rim.
Pretty finish. Quez Glover back the other way.
What have we been saying about people not being able to stay in front of these quick point guards?
Burton makes the pass. Rogers makes the extra. Probably would have been better off shooting it. Instead, looks like he made a good decision. 3-ball for Jameer Moultrie is through.
He shot that one over 6'10" in the corner. Gave him a little pump fake to draw a little room. Easy shot at the rim.
Marshall drives. Good patient finish from Marshall.
Yeah, got the defender going, and then he came back the direction he had come, spinning back underneath the rim.
That's 34 points in the paint tonight for Samford. And a whistle and a foul away from the basketball is going to go against Marshall. So free throws coming here for Kennesaw State on the 9th team foul committed by Samford.
And just off the ball, little push. We'll take that, things like that are going to put you at the free throw line now and give them dead ball opportunities to score for the Owls.
So Marshall checks out after picking up his 3rd foul. Really, Staten McCray and Cardette all return for the Bulldogs. Lonnie Harris at the line, first free throw long, offensive board inside and a stick back for Alex Peterson. First time we've seen him or called his name tonight, and he comes off the bench and straight away makes an impact. Pass across the floor, knocked away out of bounds. Rogers got the last touch.
Good job playing that passing lane that time as you try to make the skip pass across the zone. Flew out and almost got the steal to start his own fast break there.
So 14 to shoot for this Samford offense. It's gone a little bit smaller with no Marshall on the floor. Cardette operates the high post. Good jump stop, got to the lane, couldn't finish. Cafis tried to keep it in play, could not. It's Owls basketball.
Samford keeps getting that ball in the middle, right there at the free throw line of the zone. Got to find a way to finish those at the rim as they're getting it right where they want, in the soft spot of the zone.
Yeah, there's a couple of finishes tonight, right? Cardette would probably like to have back. Contested catch, Peterson makes it though, and now Kennesaw State can push forward, trailing by 3 possessions, less than 8.5 minutes to go tonight. I would say very rarely do you shoot 59% from the floor, as Kennesaw State has done, and find yourself trailing.
It's an unusual night for sure. The other team's shooting 63%, so.
Burton turns the corner again. He's got 14. Credit the exploits of Terrell Burton tonight.
He's kind of flipped the switch from the first half. It was all pass, pass, pass to his teammates, getting the assist. The second half, he's been finishing at the rim and drawing fouls.
Ty faces up. A little runner is good. That's a nice touch from Logan Dye.
Yeah, double digits now, 10 points for his first game back.
Moultrie, the transfer from North Carolina Central, actually started his career at LaSalle. LaSalle, then NCC, then Kennesaw State. And his first free throw is short.
The Owls have been working the offensive glass here in the second half, have 5 offensive rebounds. Another good opportunity here. Got to make sure you box out well. Peter's got some size on Cardette there in the lane.
Moultrie's second free throw is good. 6-point game, 7.5 minutes to go here from the Pete Hanna Center. Logan Dye, his first game of the season. He has certainly made an impact. He's got the basketball.
Yeah, he gets to show you something that the Bulldogs have been missing most this year. They just don't have another player with his size and strength on the inside.
Glover crosses over inside. Dye pumps and finishes.
And his good patient inside moves there. Good job knowing he's got two defenders around him, letting them both go up for the block shot first and then take it up after the pump fake.
So Dye has a dozen now, one of 4 Samford players in double figures in scoring tonight. He, Glover, Quinn Ritchie, and Jaden Campbell.
Yeah, the depth for Samford's a real thing. They have lots of options for scoring out there. They got to develop that. As we've been talking about, as State McRae and Dye were both out, but then also the last 2 games when their leading scorer, Glover, was out.
Good, but arguably you could say some of the teams in the SoCon have been even better. It's been a good start for the league this year.
That's right, Blake. We're inching closer to conference play on the other side of the holiday, and it's shaping up to be pretty fascinating here in the South. Entering play this week, all 10 Southern Conference teams were sitting above 500, and there's only one other D1 conference in the country that could claim that being the Big 12. The SoCon is currently ranked 8th ranked conference in the nation. Samford head coach Bucky McMillan was quick to point out how huge of an achievement it is given the Southern Conference schools' comparatively more limited resources. From a Bulldog perspective, it'll be interesting to see how their strong start to the season continues into conference play coming up soon. That's at Furman on December 29th.
Thanks, Eric. Furman figures to be one of the teams projected to contest for the SoCon crown. Wofford, Chat, UNCG, certainly all going to be factors as well. The way the Samford team has played so far in the non-con, potentially they could factor in as well. On top by 6 with 6 minutes to go here at home against Kennesaw State.
Yeah, it's impressive that every team in the conference is above 500 right now. You don't see that very often at all. Usually there's a couple people that struggle, but right now everybody in the SoCon is playing pretty good basketball as we get into conference play.
SoCon's going to be a fun league to follow this year. Of course, Kennesaw State playing out of the A-Sun. Liberty, Jacksonville State certainly going to be a challenge at the top of that league for Amir Abdur-Rahim and his club. Burton out front, one-on-one against Cardette with 5. Burton turns the corner, scores again, and the foul.
I think that was an easy call on what was about to happen. Burton's going to go to the goal here. Shot clock's coming down. Got to be ready.
Burton takes the bump, scores again. He has had a monster night tonight, both scoring himself and setting up his teammates.
And a whole second half, he's been doing it himself when he gets to the goal, getting free throws and knocking down the layups as he gets to the goal.
Colin Logan Dye's just his second. And another 3-point opportunity coming here for Terrell Burton. Burton went down hard, trying to shake out that right hand. Make this a 3-point game. And he can't. The rebound caroms out and is controlled by Logan Dye, who's falling out of bounds and able to find an open white shirt.
Yeah, good job getting after it. Had to use about everything to get that rebound down.
So 4-point game, 5.5 minutes to go. Glover tripped up by Burton on the way to the 10. Foul goes against Burton, just his second.
Not only the Owls 5th, so Bulldogs still not in 1-1 right now. Samford gets a set up with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
It feels like there's been a free throw disparity. There has been. Owls have shot 16 free throws. Samford shot just 5. Owls have taken advantage of their lengthy time in the bonus here in the second half.
Going zone on the out-of-bounds play.
Marshall, mid-range. Back iron, no. Long rebound, Kafis. But his pass is cut out by Youngblood.
I was trying to find Glover drop into that corner, but Youngblood did a good job jumping to that passing lane, getting a hand up and knocking it down.
Kennesaw State has trailed by as many as 10 in this second half. But they can make it a one-possession game again here. Burton attacks again. This time has it blocked by Cardette. But it's out of bounds. Last touch by Campbell.
Well, that was a good job by Cardette that time. He doesn't have the speed on him, but he's got the length, so if he can just stay close without getting into the body, he can still recover for those blocks.
Second block tonight recorded by the freshman Wesley Cardette. Owls have to get it in, then they do. Jennings against Marshall. Tapped out by Robinson. Burton's three is good at the horn. We have a 1-point game.
Nice finish by Burton again, this time from the three-point line. His first three of the game, everything. Owls coming out in the zone again. Looking to slow down Samford. Samford's got to look for the middle right there, make a good decision.
Nice high-low. Tryon with an easy finish.
That's it. That's the key. If you can get him in the middle of that zone, you just got to make a good decision on what you do with the ball. That time, hit Tryon down low for the easy putback.
Just the second bucket tonight for Tryon. But a big one for Samford. Their lead back to 3. Burton gets another high screen. Floater this time. Oh, man, he's got them all working tonight.
Yeah, all sorts of different shots. That was better defense by Samford, not letting him get to the goal, but able to hit the floater from about 10 feet out.
Burton has 21. Tryon this time at the high post.
He's got 21, but 17 in the second half.
Tryon's mid-range jumper is short. Kennesaw State has numbers. Rogers attacks and scores.
Good finish by Rogers inside. It's been very quiet here in the second half, and Tryon, that's kind of an example of make that good decision into free throw line. It's open when you catch it there, but it may not be the shot you want to take because you don't shoot a lot of those in games. A 15-footer as a 6'10" guy. He's usually hitting at the goal or at the three-point line.
No foul as Burton was spilled. Back the other way comes Samford. Marshall pumps, goes up strong. Doesn't get the whistle or the bucket. And a foul on a reach is going to go against Jake.
So we'll see if we're primed for more of that here this evening.
Rogers splits the pair at the line. 2-point game, less than 3 minutes to go. Kennesaw State has scored 12 of the last 14 points. Glover, 15-footer, got it. Owls wanted a whistle, they didn't get one.
I thought Glover actually did a good job that time of not pushing off. The arm didn't look like it extended as he was driving to the lane there.
Wes Glover, his first game back from injury, has 17 tonight. Corner, Youngblood's three, short, and a rebound corralled by the Bulldogs. Wes Glover going to work again, another mid-range jumper, and Samford has the lead back.
Oh, that one was a tough one. Hand right in his face and able to knock down that 17-footer.
Last time Glover played in this building, he had 22 points to go along with 6 assists. Similar performance tonight.
Samford's in a little zone. See if they can keep Burton out of the middle here as the shot clock winds down.
Burton fouled out front by Glover. Foul on Glover is his first, but 2 big free throws coming for Terrell Burton. Tough call against Wes Glover, but probably the right calling. Once again, credit Terrell Burton, just 5'10", but he's done a good job both inside and outside of creating contact, getting to the line. These are free throws 9 and 10, make it 10 of 11 tonight for Burton.
He came in as just a 70% free throw shooter, but knocking down at a higher pace than that tonight.
He makes both. We're tied again, this time at 82s.
All right, Owls changing it up, going to that 1-3-1 kind of half-court look. I think they want somebody other than Glover to be able to knock down a shot this time.
Lob inside, Dye makes the extra pass. Dye got it back inside, and he's fouled on the way up.
Good ball movement that time by the Bulldogs. Had that zone jumping all over the place. Leading for some open passing lanes, got Dye down low.
Foul goes against Alex Peterson, his first. Kennesaw State now out of fouls to give as well. So Samford shooting 1-1 at least for every remaining Kennesaw State whistle. As Dye's first free throw is well short.
Yeah, this time of the game, though, it's a good decision by them to make sure it's a good hard foul so Dye can't put that in, make him earn it at the free throw line here in the last minute and a half.
Samford just 1 of 6 at the stripe tonight.
About the only thing they haven't done well.
Dye looking for his first make on 3 tries here. And he can't get this one either, so an empty trip, and we're still tied with 1:20 to go.
If I'm the Owls, I'll eat a little clock here, but end of the day, it's going to be the ball in Burton's hand. Let him make the call as he's trying to get to the goal of what the best shot is.
Rogers with 8. Rogers with a runner. In and out, no. Rebound on the floor. Dye, the first man there. Marshall got it as well. And before he could make considerably less pressure this time around from Kennesaw State as Glover blocks it across.
Yeah, just make him eat a little bit of time up before you get set up.
Glover off the high screen against Robinson. Almost traveled. State and McCray. Glover with 10. Glover falling away. Got it to go. Samford by 1. 11 seconds left. The Owls are going to take their final time. Wesley Cardette back into the game for Samford, guarding the inbound. Burton makes the catch with 5. Burton off the bounce with 3. Burton throws it up. No. Rebound. No. Tip. No.